Charlie Munger is best known to be Warren Buffett's right-hand man. A second-in-command at Berkshire Hathaway, Munger is also very capable and competitive in the investment world. As a successful investor and entrepreneur, Munger loves to help people who aspire to be like him by teaching them his share of investment wisdom. Hey, welcome to Stock Market Mate. For today's video, we'll talk about Charlie Munger's 11 secrets to becoming rich. You might want to pay attention to this, because who knows? Maybe all you need is great advice from Munger to be the next big multi-billionaire. The first secret is choose your associates wisely. Munger once said, "Don't sell anything you wouldn't buy yourself. Don't work for anyone you don't respect and admire. Work only with people you enjoy." Indeed, life is a single-player game, but who you work with in your journey towards success has as much of an impact on your future as what you choose to do. And it has far more of an impact than how hard you work. Great partners, mentors, and bosses take you to places you never thought you'd go, and those relationships compound over time. The longer you've known someone, the less friction there is to go after really big wins. The second secret is don't overspend your income. No matter how much money you make, always live like you made significantly less. This will surely pay off in the future. Don't just go and buy things to impress people who don't matter. Don't go and buy things that are not going to make a positive long-term difference in your life. Remember this. It's totally okay and acceptable to live cheaply in your 20s just for the sake of setting yourself up financially for the rest of your life. This time right now is the time that you could get wildly ahead by saving your money as early as possible. And in the future, while all of your friends are working jobs that they hate, you're gonna be sitting there with more money than you know what to do with. The third secret is focus. When Munger was interviewed about his success, he simply said, "I succeeded because I have a long attention span." You can learn a lot from that simple thought. Having a long attention span will allow you to have a deep understanding on relevant subjects. When you pair this with deliberate practice, your focus will sharpen your skills and bring you to a better situation. To master the art of focus, you must implement divergence and accurate strategy that will help you determine your leverage points. After that, try to channel your efforts toward them. As Munger once said, a majority of life's errors are caused by forgetting what one is really trying to do. The fourth secret is maximization or minimization. When everything is a priority, nothing is a priority. Attempting to maximize competing variables is a recipe for disaster. Picking one variable and relentlessly focusing on it, which is an effective strategy, diverges from the norm. It's hard to compete with businesses that have correctly identified the right variables to maximize or minimize. When you focus on one variable, you'll increase the odds that you're quick and nimble, and can respond to changes in the terrain. The fifth secret is learn from your mistakes. It's important to review your past stupidities, says Munger. This multi-billionaire prides himself on being capable of handling his mistakes. You can learn to make fewer mistakes than other people and how to fix your mistakes faster when you do make them, he said. But there's no way that you can live an adequate life without making any mistakes. Munger emphasizes that no matter how knowledgeable you are, mistakes are inevitable. What truly matters, according to Munger, is how you react and handle these mistakes. He further added that there is a part of our lives that we can't unscramble. However, success comes from changing our ways. You should learn from your failed investment attempts to get into better businesses. It's not about how good you are at doing things, but it's about how good you are at avoiding things that will make situations difficult for you. Life, in part, is like a poker game, wherein you have to learn to quit sometimes when holding a much-loved hand. You must learn to handle mistakes and new facts that change the odds. Munger implies that your past mistakes are actually opportunities to grow. It depends on how one handles adversity. The sixth secret is deal with reality. As an entrepreneur or investor, it's easy to develop tunnel vision. That is, keeping your eyes glued to the prize. As much as it's a great motivator, it can also be your downfall. You can grow ignorant to the truth surrounding you. Munger said that people tend to create false realities. Sometimes, we tend to avoid and ignore harsh truths because we want situations to favor us. You should take Munger's advice when he said, "I think that one should recognize reality even when one doesn't like it. Indeed, especially when one doesn't like it. As annoying as it may be, we should seek to meet the terms and conditions of the world. It may cause temporary pain, but so be it. As Khalil Gibran famously said, your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding." And this rings true. And the seventh secret, know the edge of your competence. From the words of Charlie Munger, knowing what you don't know is more useful than being brilliant. You need to determine the edge of your skills and competence, and you know when a certain task is beyond your expertise. Simply stay away from things that you don't understand. Munger further added, people are trying to be smart. all I am trying to do is not be idiotic, but it's harder than most people think. When you're securely inside your circle, you have the upper hand. When you're outside of it, it can do more harm than good. It's actually okay to say that you don't know. Nobody expects you to know everything about everything, Munger said. When you don't know and you don't have any special competence, don't be afraid to say so. And the 8th secret, avoid self-pity. Munger once said, whenever you think that some situation or some person is ruining your life, it's actually you who's ruining your life. It's such a simple idea. Feeling like a victim is a disastrous way to go through life. You see, if Munger let his woes and frustrations get the best of him, he wouldn't be the person that he is now. Back when he was 29, his wife divorced him and he was left with nothing. Shortly after that incident, it came to his knowledge that his child had leukemia. Munger was broke, divorced, and he lost his son too. He had every excuse to feel sorry for himself, but Munger saw himself as a survivor and not a victim. You can take this lesson as your motivation to build resilience and develop yourself as a whole. The 9th secret is divergence. Mimicking the herd invites a regression to the mean, says Munger. If you imitate what everybody else does, then you can potentially get the same results that everyone else gets. But this also means that if you act average, then that's all you'll ever be. If you want to go beyond average, you must diverge. You must learn to stand out from the crowd. If your goal is to outperform others, then you must strive to be different and correct. As you can see from billionaires all around the world, they have one thing in common. They brought something new to the table, whether it's through innovation or disruption. Simply, success stems from divergence. And the 10th secret is to keep your ego in check. Munger is a huge advocate for self-awareness and avoiding overconfidence. This advice often gets overlooked because it's easy to be blinded by success. Smart people aren't exempt from professional disasters from overconfidence, says Munger. Unchecked egos are very rampant in the world, and not just in the business world. When you're gradually succeeding, it's not that hard to get carried away and assume that you're the best in anything. Unchecked egos during rapid business growth can cause you to deny that you have limited expertise. However, failure to accept that we all have limits is the recipe for running your operation into the ground. Don't let it get to your head, for this is where failures originate. And the last secret is never stop learning. One of the nicest things about Munger is that despite being successful, he doesn't want to stop learning. The ones who commit to a lifetime of learning are already twice as good as those who limit their knowledge. Always maintain the student mindset. Go to bed smarter than when you woke up. You must firmly believe that every day is a chance for you to be wiser and smarter than yesterday. As the world is constantly evolving and changing, this is a very essential mindset for all entrepreneurs. Otherwise, you will never grow. You should know that learning goes beyond the classroom. If you keep your mind open to new approaches and concepts, then your business will reap the benefits. Applying these lessons from Munger is not easy, but gradually internalizing its core tenets will very quickly begin to remove the cobwebs from your mind. This will give you more room to grow in time for your success. That's about it for Charlie Munger's 11 Secrets to Becoming Rich. If you found this video helpful, kindly click the like and subscribe button. Also, you might want to leave a comment below. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.